Howdy folks, Greyhawk 4x4 coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer. And it is Beer-30, thank goodness. Let's roll. Oh man. Okay. So, haven't done a Beer-30 in a while. And it is very hot outside. And I'm very thirsty, so I said, I had one of these chilled and ready to go, and so I thought, well, let's do a Beer-30. Let's talk about, we'll talk about a couple things that are in the news. We'll talk about net neutrality, and we're going to talk about the announcement of the 13th Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. We're going to talk about both those things. But let's start off with the beer selection for this episode. We have the Summer Honey Seasonal Ale, and this is by Big Sky Brewing, and it is 5% alcohol by volume, and it says ale brewed with honey and spices. And I drink very few. I drink my summer beers. I usually try to drink them cold. Autumn, fall, winter, and all that. I like everything room temperature, my brown ales and my dark beers and all that stuff. But in summer, especially if it's really hot and I'm thirsty, I like them cold. So this one I have good and chilled. Oh, that's got... You can taste the honey, but it's not overly sweet. Real good carbonation. Which feels very refreshing. There's your color there on it, and yeah, this would have to be best ice cold. I'm guessing because that's how I've got it, and it's delicious. Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually need to buy some more of those the next time I'm where I can get them. I may have to be, that may be my new summer beer right there. I like it that much. So, anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your summer and your Sunday. Lot going on. Still in the middle of our Kickstarter with the game company, TSR. So that's still ongoing, and Friday night we had our regular D&D campaign back here, our first edition campaign back here, and I'll do a different video. I'll do a gaming vlog, talk about all that stuff. But for this episode, I thought let's just talk about a couple of important things. Well, one's really important. The other one is just very topical right now. So the first is net neutrality. And the most important topic. So I am sure by now that you have all seen and heard a bunch of reactions, a bunch of, they just had the protest day where in Google, Facebook, along with I think it was 800 tech companies that helped put on this protest day to save net neutrality. So I'm going to assume for this that most of you, if not all of you, have a pretty decent understanding of what it is. For those that do not, in a very quick synopsis, basically, net neutrality is how it is now with the internet. And everything is given the same priority when it comes to bandwidth, speed, and all that stuff. All for the same price. So you pay your price for your whatever it is that you have, whether you have Comcast or whoever, you pay for that, and you can get to, they have to give you the access to Google and a very small website, let's say something like Jalopnik or something like that. They have to give them equal access, people to get equal access to them without paying more. Without having to pay a premium to get to certain things or whatnot. If they get rid of net neutrality, which is what the FCC is wanting to do now, what that basically will do is it will give the the cable companies, the people that have the bandwidth and sell it to you and so forth, it will give them the option to set up tiers and say, okay, if you pay this much per month, you will get Google, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, blah, blah, blah. And then, but if you want to get access to all these smaller ones, and like for us gamers, stuff like RPG Now and 10 Cars Tavern and Multiverse.world and these type of sites, they might be able to say, oh, okay, well, if you want access to those sites, you've got to purchase an additional bundle to get those smaller sites, and so forth. Or the other way it could work is that they don't do that, but if you go to RPG Now or something like that, and you make a purchase of a PDF for a module or a game manual or whatever, or a comic book, whatever it is that you buy digitally and you want to download it, all of a sudden it may take a heck of a lot longer to download that data, because whoever it is you have, Comcast, whoever it is, can say, oh, well, they're not a premium. They don't pay a extra fee like Google and Amazon and everybody else does. So we get to throttle them down, and their downloads or uploads or whatever are a lot slower. So basically, it basically takes, if you get rid of net neutrality, it basically gets rid of the freedom that we all enjoy on the internet right now. And I think we would all agree that Verizon and Comcast and AT&T and all those people, they're not hurting for money. They're not, it's not, continuing net neutrality is not a threat to their business model. Okay? We all know that. So, but that's what they're trying to explain to the government officials, though. They're trying to make it sound like it is a threat to their, the fact that the net neutrality continues, that it's somehow, going to bankrupt them, or they can't compete, and all this other bullshit. Bullshit. As they're buying their ivory back scratchers, made from rare elephant tusks and, on their yachts and everything else, and they're trying to sell that bill of goods to yours and my congresspersons, So, anyway, that's just my 2 cents on net neutrality. If any of you have, if you disagree with me, you agree with me, you have some insight that I didn't cover, did I get something wrong, whatever, put it in the comments below, like, unlike, dislike, whatever you want to do, I don't care. Next topic. Let's talk about the announcement of Jodie Whittaker, the actress, who has been announced as the next Doctor for Doctor Who. All I can say is, couldn't care less. Gender does not matter to me when it comes to the Doctor on Doctor Who. It makes no difference to me. The way that the premise is set up is that the Doctor is a Time Lord, and Time Lords, when they reach a certain period, their vessel, their body, their manifestation, whatever, will die, and they have to regenerate into something new. And nowhere does it say that it has to be a male, a female, Caucasian, black, Asian, Hispanic. Nowhere does it, are there any rules for that. It's just they regenerate into a new vessel. So, bravo. I mean, I don't know, I don't think I've seen her work in anything, but I love Doctor Who, and I will watch, and I will hopefully enjoy everything, and unless, I don't think she's a shitty actress, because I don't think they would have given her the part, so I'm guessing I'm going to enjoy it. So, gender means nothing in that, as far as that goes, to me. And what I will say is that I've seen several people, I was, going through Twitter and Facebook and all these different things, looking at reactions and comments and all that, and I did see a lot, and they were, I'm going to just say they've got to be trolls. They're just trolling. They got to be, because there can't be this many chauvinistic, sexist, Neanderthal guys out there that are saying, "Oh, well, I'm not watching Doctor Who anymore. That's my last Doctor Who. I'm not watching again." And you know, that's it. You screwed up. I'm not watching anymore. And, you know, all these stupid fucking comments that just, it's like, why? Why wouldn't you watch? Just because it's a woman playing the Doctor? If that is true, if they're not trolls, if they actually mean that, they've got some deep psychological issues they need to deal with. Watching Doctor Who is the least of their problems. They need to book some time with some kind of therapist or something. If just the fact that it's a woman playing the role all of a sudden can make them just not watch something that they enjoy, that, I find that odd. But whatever. I mean, I'm just going to say they're trolls. In my mind, they have to be. They're just trolling to get people upset, which they probably, from the responses that they got, they probably were very successful in doing that. So, but feel free to weigh in below and tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you agree with those people that for whatever reason it shouldn't be a female Doctor. I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me, but if that's how you feel, you are welcome to. And as long as I don't delete comments or anything else, as long as they are constructive. I don't care if your stance is that it shouldn't be a female, and you can present your argument down below and do it in a way where it's just regular dialogue, and you don't just start, you know, being belligerent and ugly and chauvinistic and everything else, just for the sake of doing that, just to try and troll. I'll leave the comments there. I don't care. I'm all for open dialogue and all that. But if you make extremely ignorant and chauvinistic remarks just for the sake of just trying to troll, then yeah, you can get deleted. But anyway, that's this guy's opinion. This is a damn good beer. This is a damn good beer. And, you know, I tend to lean towards the brown ales and the porters and the stouts and that kind of stuff. But for a lighter beer, summertime, cold, when it's hot out, man, that's damn good. Get yourself some of that. And matter of fact, this Big Sky Brewing, they're out of Wyoming. No, they're out of Missoula, Montana. I don't think I have tried a single beer of theirs that I did not actually love. They even make a couple IPAs, and I am not a big IPA guy. You guys know that. You guys know I'm not big on hops and everything. But they use the citrus hops. And I think it's called their Pygmy Owl IPA or something. And that is freaking delicious. So I have not had a bad beer from those people. They're not paying me. I know nobody there. I just buy their stuff and enjoy it. So that's not some kind of paid thing or anything. But anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you on the flip side.